smile instead of, this is all part of the guilt-free system administration that I encourage. To-do list is done, and a sysadmin's work is never done. So if we feel guilty anytime we leave work and there's more things to do, then we're just going to feel guilty every day of our lives, and that's no way to live. So that's the beginnings of the techniques, and through this, we're going to be able to schedule our work, we're going to be able to prioritize our work, and we're going to control how many hours we work. All using the power of a VI or a sheet of paper. Now, if I had begun this class by saying, the goal of this class is to be able to schedule your work, prioritize your work, and control the number of hours you work, I'm sure most of you would have thought, Tom, you're crazy, I'm a sysadmin. Sysadmins don't do those three things. But really, this is our goal. And I'm reading this book. Where it is? Hugh MacLeod has a new book out on its 39 Keys to Creativity. And the full title is Ignore Everyone, 39 Keys to Creativity. It's a great book. The first tip in the book is that, well, I'll read it to you. It says, great ideas alter the balance of power in relationships. That's why great ideas are initially resisted. And I really think that good time management balances the power of our relationship with our users. Instead of having them drive our schedule, drive our priorities, and control the hours of our work, we are taking this back through better time management. And that's why we're going to be happier sysadmins. Okay. So what if you have more to-do items in a 1-hour day? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. What if you have one item, more work? No, I'm sorry. This is that slide. Okay. So what if you have so many items in your to-do list, on today's to-do list, that there's no way you could ever get that done today? Wait a minute, why do I have this slide here? I'm sorry. As part of the reworking. Okay. If you feel, what this slide is really about is if you feel really overloaded when you plan your day in the first 3 minutes, maybe you have 20 items and you're so overloaded that you've just scared yourself, it can be a good idea to start moving things to the next day right then and there. So estimate how many minutes each thing would take or how many hours each thing would take, total them up, and move the lower priority things to next day. I see why I'm having trouble with this slide. I meant to move this slide towards the end of the deck.
You get to doing that.
Right, we're going to cover that. This is foreshadowing to techniques we'll be talking about soon. I'm sorry, that's why I'm all flustered. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, but what if you have one item that's more than 8 hours long? How do you schedule that item for today? Usually items that are more than 8 hours long are projects. And so we want to break a project down into individual steps. So maybe I have a project that's going to take 5 weeks, and I can figure out 5 big milestones for it. I will put those 5 milestones on my next 5 Mondays. So each Monday, on Monday I get this milestone. Today you want to get to, you want to have ordered the software. Maybe you have to order it, install it, and debug it. You put those 3 steps on the next 3 Mondays, and on Monday you try to get to that task. If you haven't gotten to this week's milestone by, say, Wednesday, then you want to put higher priority on getting that item done. If you've finished it early, you can do 2 things. You can reward yourself by giving yourself a rest and continuing the project on the following Monday when that milestone is, milestone 2 is up. Or you can reward yourself, maybe this is an enjoyable project, and you can reward yourself by doing the next milestone right away. Let's see. What do you do if you've gotten to the end of today's to-do list and you still have plenty of time left in the day? Well, yeah. How many people think that's never going to happen and I could just skip this step? Okay. Well, one thing you could do is you could get a head start on tomorrow's work, obviously. But I think if you finish today's work early, you should reward yourself. Pick a fun project, a project you've been wanting to do for a long time, but never got around to it, and get around to it. So I have a special to-do list in my PDA that's like my I'm never going to get around to it list. Well, this is the list that I use when I find myself in this situation. Or some kind of low priority project, or coffee break, or go home early. All viable options.